Hand clap to the master brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to the very second reaction video I've dropped on this YouTube platform. Welcome to another Mystelics Reacts channel. Big up the masters for definitely tuning into these vibrations. And of course, don't forget to do what, guys? Click the thumbs up button. Click the like button, of course, helping these algorithms to push these videos further and further out there. Helping the masses to see them far and wide all across the universe, right here, brothers and sisters. And of course, subscribe and turn on the post notifications for more vibrations as they tend to come. Of course, the previous reaction I did will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. So definitely check that link out in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. That link will be pinned. And of course, with that said right there, guys, let us get into the vibrations for the day right here. Of course, we are first up this important notice that we have seen right there. Of course, CAMBIOMAN and of course MONEYGRAM indicated something that of course we see other banks have done, and of course they're wishing to inform the valued clients or customers and the general public that what Cambio and of course MoneyGram offices and agents in Dominica will be closed until further notice due to what? Global cyber security issues right there. They claim cyber security issues. I wonder if it's because of the corresponding banks as a result of what the government of Dominica probably cannot get through or pass. And as a result of that, they are also, Dominica has been affected by that regard right there. What global security? Because if it's global security, you expect the other Caribbean islands to also face the securities, yet it seems like Dominica is the only one that seems to be in that problem right there. Where else? Other than the other places, I think Scarrett said Malta and a number of the other countries that have indicated some sort of struggle when it comes on to the corresponding banks. So maybe it could be global security. I don't know what that is. But I more think is more in the and link to that of the corresponding banks that have not been transferring monies to Dominica. I guess they probably cannot verify that, and of course as a result other businesses are feeling it. It could be global cybersecurity, brothers and sisters, but when it comes down to reality, I'm not really seeing that. I'm seeing that there's an issue when it comes down to the corresponding banks sending monies to that of Dominica right there. So that's very interesting, and of course they say they regret the inconvenience caused as a result of the closure right there and there, brothers and sisters. Very interesting the times that we're living in right now. Why hasn't this happened before? Global security, cyber security issues. Interesting. Well, that's what they see right there. However, brothers and sisters, we have another issue in Dominica, and of course this is it right there. Of course, this is the MARIGOT police station, and not in the MARIGOT police station, but outside of the MARIGOT police station. It seems like they are not doing some cleanup, and it seems like they are growing bush, you know, maybe to export. I don't know, or for whatever reason they are growing bush, and of course it's quite unkempt in that area right there. Since grass is growing in the steps, you can tell is either people don't care, or there's nobody to do the job, or they just, you know what, I don't care. How are you a police station who is supposed to be upholding some sort of military understanding or organization, and this is the state of your outside? Shouldn't that be properly kept? I would think that would be the case right there, of some sort of proper kemptness, but I could be wrong in that regard. You guys will let me know in that regard right there. But this is quite disturbing when it comes on to the outside of the police station of the MARIGOT constituencies. They need to do something about this. Why is there bush like this? Are they growing this? Is there some tea that needs to be made out of this bush? Is this bush, helping heal or something of that sort? I don't know, but yo, this is what the outside of the MARIGOT police station is, and of course, as indicated right there, you would not be able to call it, especially if this bush grows. But we have to put this stuff out there for them to do something about it right there, guys. I think that is very sad that this is the military understanding of military environment of the MARIGOT police station. I know you guys went in bush and probably trying to relieve living in the bush once again, but come on. You're not in the bush, you're in civilization. Stop your dirty ways. Anyways, brothers and sisters, so we saw that there was fireworks. Now, as I'm seeing, let me make this thing a bit bigger, guys. As I'm seeing this thing there, I remember asking the question about where is the fireworks in Dominica. I remember individuals during, I think it was New Year's, I think we should have conserved the fireworks. Why Independence? Well, I guess Independence is one of the best times in Dominica, so some fireworks should be had, especially when it comes down to the independence of Dominica. But you ask yourself, is Dominica truly independent? Why are we having fireworks during that time? Why? because Dominica is not really independent at all. Dominica is living in a state of dependency. The people are living in a state of dependency on the government. The only independent people, well, I don't even know if scary them independent, because from our understanding, they are also being controlled by overseas individuals right there. But they had fireworks, brothers and sisters, for the opening of the independent season. They say it's just unfortunate that people during the New Year, there was very little fireworks taking place. We have to be going hunting to see if we could get some fireworks, and finally we got some fireworks. But generally speaking, people were actually looking at the other Caribbean islands fireworks. People were on top of the mountain watching MARIGOT and Guadeloupe fireworks, you know. Yes, because it didn't have fireworks. It had fireworks, don't get me wrong, because I saw a few, but it was not as centralized as this thing right there. I think we need to do better. Hopefully, if we let them go fireworks now, let us conserve the fireworks for New Year's now. Let us do for November 3rd. Although I don't think November 3rd should get any fireworks at all, because Dominica is not an indie. What we celebrating? Dominica wants to celebrate independence without actually showing any sort of independence. The people are constantly dependent on the government. Really? So what exactly are we celebrating? It's fanfare. No, it's fanfare. You know, it's always an activity of fanfareism. I don't know if that is the word, but that is what it seems like that is taking place when it comes down to this. But it's fireworks. It's always nice to see. Always wonderful. But just hopefully that we get some fireworks on New Year's. That's all we're asking for. Tell the people come together. Sorry about the noise, guys. But to tell the people come together and let's see some sort of, you know, fireworks in a place for New Year's. I mean, that would be nice. So if you're using some on independence, save some for New Year's. At least we get to see another year, at least giving God thanks and praise for that, you know. We can't give God thanks and praise for independence when our very people are keeping us dependent. That's insane. So let us leave the fireworks for New Year's. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know that in the comment box below right there. It's also a very interesting thing that I also noticed on the concern of the independence season. I noticed that there was some individuals making a video. I think there was Selector Urban, there was Judy, there was Jordan. There were a number of folks that were making a whole hoopla about some new artist announcement that was coming, because apparently the people don't seem to have the drive to want to come to festival. I've heard people saying that because they say the lineup is not impressive. Apparently they need to bring some more artists that would probably bring the individuals down. I say bring Lauryn Hill. And don't leave Lauryn Hill to fly down to Dominica. Bring her, to send a plane for her to come. So we know that she'll be in Dominica. A number of persons always complain that Lauryn Hill always late and stuff. Let's see if we can get Lauryn Hill in Dominica, brothers and sisters. I think that'll bring a number of persons from across. I actually spoke to one of the individuals in that regard right there. Bring Lauryn Hill, because both of us were actually in the Lauryn Hill concert. And I spoke to her. I say, yo, we need to get Lauryn Hill to come down to Dominica. That will definitely bring a crowd right there. But of course, they are saying right there, brothers and sisters, we regret to inform you, they're saying the fans and attendees, I don't know who the fans are, but hey, they know what they're talking about, hopefully. But of course, they're saying they regret to inform, due to unexpected technical challenges, we are unable to continue with the final launch this evening or reveal the headline artists for the upcoming World Creole Music Festival at this time. I thought they revealed the headline artists already. Didn't they reveal the headline artists, brothers and sisters? I don't know. Maybe they're revealing some headlining artists right there. Anyways, for the upcoming one, apparently they canceled the vibrations or postponed it. Did they cancel or postpone? Continue with technical. Due to unexpected technical challenges, we are unable to continue with the final launch this evening. Maybe it's postponed or reveal the headline artist. It still has time for the upcoming World Creole. But I think they need to do this because October is in about 1 or 2 days from now, man. They need to do better than this, because what? I remember when I went to St. Kitts Own, I went to St. Lucia's Own. These people are the artists a long time, months, like at least 2 months ahead. We are dropping on less than 25 days, brothers and sisters, for this thing to be done in Dominica, and then we're still on practicing to find the launch. What kind of backward thing is that? Anyways. So the headline artists for the upcoming World Creole Music Festival at this time, we understand the importance of this event and appreciate your anticipation and concern. Yeah, definitely. That is definitely a very big concern right there. October is in 2 days' time. That is less than 30 days. You have to announce this so people can say, okay, I'm going to set up my schedule. And sometimes you have to give your 2-week notice or a month notice when you're taking your holiday or something like that. So not true. So people can finally come back Dominica and have a good time. We don't know what's going on. whether the people want to come in or not. And up to now, the main artist, according to what I'm reading there, is not announced yet. Anyways, rest assured, they said, our team is working diligently to resolve these issues. What all you could have done is call MO News for you to bring it online. You know, that's if it's technical difficulties, all you have. Just bring MO News to bring it on out there. MO in Dominica, yeah, she should be in Dominica, or she have people around. She can definitely do that. Bring MO to bring that live for the people. If it's technical issues, all you have right there. It's not like all you own thing does get views. It's not like all you does get plenty views and stuff. So I mean, bring people and so forth. But you know what I think really is that's happening right there. I more think is because probably one of the artists or some of the artists have not given the confirmation yet. I think that is what is happening right there. They probably did not get the confirmation, so they decided to tell people about, you know, about technical issues. What could be the technical issues that could be happening? I have no clue, because they went out, some of the people who are DJs and business women, and these people came together and was doing something on the front and what have you, and all this whole hoopla just for them to say technical issues. Really? That's very interesting right there. And it shows the professionalism that is lacking within that facility as well. So I think that is something that needs to be looked at and, of course, rectified so that it doesn't happen again. But it's a rest assured that the team is working diligently to resolve these issues. We sincerely appreciate your patience and understanding during this period. Stay tuned for further updates, and thank you for your continued support. Now, this would make sense if it was actually about 2 months out, where they announced the final artists and people trying to make up their minds and what have you. This would make sense. Not less than a month from now, or you still do announce the final artist yet. Technical issues happen, all you see, and all you still do announce the main artists yet. That, I think, that is not good at all. I don't think that is good. But what are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts on this right there? Let me know that in the comment box below. Moving along right there, brothers and sisters, we have Timal. What is Timal telling us right there? Timal, talk to us.
Timal, we're in 2024. Business place still closing to go for lunch, boy, in Dominica. Timal, Dominicans, why is Timal? What the f, boy? Only that.
Timal has freaked out. But he's right. In 2024, why are businesses closing on for lunch in Dominica when sometimes, generally speaking, people get their lunch around 12, 1 o'clock as well? So why would you want to close down during that time when people will most likely get that chance, or the business places will get that chance for them to come to the little transactions and what have you, and then leave? Why would you want to close down, especially utility places? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I remember when I used to work the 9 to 5, there was always somebody there. It's either I go for my lunch and I come back, or I decided claiming my lunch hour and I stay there and you go for your lunch, or we decide both of us claiming our OT on our lunch hour because we could do that right there. But that is not good at all. That is not good for the business. But I guess because people don't really care that much to be doing much. Hey, we don't care. Let's close down. Let's close the business. Save some electricity if you have to turn off the lights and what have you, and then we'll come back in right there. Is this state of a country, an economy that is not doing well? You tend to see these things happen. You tend to see these things happen, and you also tend to see them opening for longer hours because they are not making ends meet. I hope the pal rep from Portsmouth understand what I'm saying.
Timal, all the mentality that advancing, boy, Timal, boy. Boy, in 2024, boy, catch up, boy, with time, boy. All the business place still closing. 1 o'clock to go for lunch, for to come. Timal, boy, in 2024, boy. Wake the f up, boy, Dominicans, boy.
Well, you can tell them to wake up all they want. They do care, no? They do care. Imagine I was told a story recently of a pizza shop. Some people I know that come down Dominica, and they met the family members, and they decided going to, I think it's Perky's they went. No, Perky's closing at a particular time. I think it's 7 o'clock or whatever. They told me that they went to that place to get pizza. They went to get pizza. They arrived 15 minutes before. 15 minutes before, you know. Them people telling this people 15 minutes before they close, they telling these people that the place closing and they're not making pizza. But pizza, how long pizza does it take to make? 10 minutes? Huh? You mean to tell me you're preventing the business owner from making more money? I think the business owner need to check those people that staying inside there. Because they arrive there, they're checking, okay, they will make it on time. They arrive 15 minutes before the closing, and they tell us people at the closing and not making no pizza. Really? That is truly something else. So the business place does lose some money just because the workers decide that they don't want to make. If your time is from, even if I come at 7:59, my goodness, I reach. Not what if I come a minute before the closing time? I mean, I wouldn't push that. Okay, 5 minutes before the closing time, right? It's after the closing time. That's when you close. Not before your closing time. You close in. No, you're supposed to prepare the thing so that people can have a meals or whatever. They come in time to get this stuff. You tell me you closing down, boy. And boy, I tell you, boy, things just confusing in the country.
Like all the fucking 17th century, murder by vex.
Yeah, you can tell Timal is vexed right there. Anyways, brothers and sisters, I saw something rather interesting right there, guys, and I decided to play it for you guys so you'll see something. The individual in question that we're seeing right there, guys, is indeed who I was told passed away in Portsmouth. There was a how do I say this? I can say it, man. A body floating on the water in Portsmouth, and apparently it's alleged to be this individual right there. I think they know him as Radau. Yeah, so but it's interesting that Radau has some very interesting stuff that he wants to tell the masses right there. And I think we need to remember him as a result of that. Sympathies goes out to his family and friends right there. It's unfortunate. He was floating on the sea. Maybe something happened. Something could have taken him. Hopefully it's not the injection he take. Also, sympathies goes out to Valdon in Portsmouth as well. Bro, that's an individual I know. He was trying his best to see how he can make it. We used to have talks and this kind of things there from time to time. He used to send me messages. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And now today he's gone. Today he's gone, brothers and sisters. I was also told that he, got the injection. Apparently well, let me just leave that there. So what I was told, let me leave that where it is. But this individual, of course, was caught floating in the water. And of course, we will always remember what he had to say. Let us remember what he has to say right there.
Yeah, life is not a game and it's not a toy for you to play with.
Life is not a game and it is not a toy for you to play with. Keep in mind, brothers and sisters, life is not a game. Some of us believe we have all the time in the world. Life is not a game. It's something that should be taken seriously. You enjoy life, but also take life seriously as well. It is something that should be taken seriously.
And it's not a toy for you to play with. Life, yeah. Life is not a game and it's not a toy for you to play with. Right? Better yourself and always try to keep up.
Right. So life is not a game. It's not something that you should play with. Better yourself and always try to keep up, brothers and sisters. Just like Timal is saying right there, we need to keep up, brothers and sisters. Get in with the times, especially when it comes on to the advancement and progressiveness of the time. Not against morality, no, brothers and sisters. Keep that in mind right there. But of course, doing things that need to be done for the advancement or further advancement of humankind, especially when it comes on to understanding where we rely on the different I just heard something there, but where we rely on making ourselves in this world, especially when it comes on to making our daily bread. Do what needs to be done now. Do what's right. My father used to say, if you know what's right to do, do it. That's it. If you know what's right to do, do it. But then again, some people don't even know what's right, so they just do anything, anyhow, anything. But of course, let me just repeat that one more time so you guys can hear it.
Not a game.
Life is not a game. It is not a toy for you to play with.
Right? Better yourself and always try.
Better yourself and always try
to
keep up. Right there. Rest in peace, Radau. Rest in peace. Hopefully you knew Yeshua before he left this earth, because a man without Jah is like a sheep without a rudder, brothers and sisters. That's all I can say in that regard right there. But of course, let's continue. There was a letter that was sent out, and this is one of the things that I wanted to point out right there for the masses who are definitely trying to figure out or trying to make it in life. Those who are not trying to waste time in this life, brothers and sisters. There's something that was put out there. I haven't read this for the full thing. I only read like the first 2 lines. I realized, okay, that's something dealing with the students. Why does the Dominica government continue to deceive and disappoint students studying abroad? I was supposed to receive assistance from the very government, but it was never provided. Interesting. I guess they are back to square one right there, brothers and sisters. You know, we pay off these things, okay, bring them in, and we're not back in another. We're back to square one. Once again, I was supposed to receive assistance from the government, but it was never provided. I have been studying in the United States for the past 2 years, and despite promises upon promises, I've received no support at all. I took out a loan to cover my tuition, but this is my final year, and I have no remaining funds from that loan. Even though I'm guessing the individual was promised a scholarship and apparently was not given that scholarship, so the person had to take on a loan themselves to do so. I think that's one of the things that I have to advise individuals to do nowadays. Take out a loan, because there's a promise that is being made, especially from the Republican side. And of course, I'll show that in a while, brothers and sisters. Seeing that I was running out of options, did you shake your pampalam? Hopefully you didn't shake no pampalam, according to what Octavia Alfred had advised the students to do. Shake your pampalam. Don't shake your pampalam in the United States, no please. Or don't start OFs. Let me just leave that alone right there. But I applied for the government student loan at the start of the year and submitted all necessary documents to the Ministry of Education. I have been calling each month for an update, only to be told repeatedly that they have not reviewed or approved any applications yet. So apparently they are not obligated, though. Based on what you're saying right there, they are not obligated to pay it. Because you said you applied to the government student loan at the start of this year and submitted all documents to the Ministry of Education. But they apparently did not approve this thing, because they are saying right there repeatedly they have not reviewed or approved any applications yet. The year is quickly coming to an end, and I have just a few months left to pay over $6,000 in tuition so that I can sign up for my final semester right there. Well, then again, I can't put the blame on the government right there in that regard, though, because it seems like they have not reviewed and said, okay, we'll approve this stuff. If they gave you a letter of approval, then I'll understand. But based on what I'm reading here, it seems like they did not approve you going. You just decide to take your loan and go and study. From what I'm reading there, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong in that regard. But if that be the case, then that's all on you. That's all on you. Maybe you can take a time off and, you know, continue right there. But then again, how did you enter into the school? Most likely you have to provide them with the loans, maybe, or the approval from the government, because you also need to let the school know how you're going to be paying them. And they most likely got the information. So the question I have to ask, was that approval letter based off the government promises, promissory notes, or was that on the basis of you taking the loan to go and study, and then the government, you know, thinking that the government will come and help you afterwards to help you pay your semester? But anyways, be that the case, that's still some unanswered questions right there. But from what I'm seeing, it seems like you went up there on your own, hoping that the government come to help you in that regard. Hopefully they come in to help you, because, you know, you need help in that regard right there. Anyways, I've come so far in my studies and don't want to give up now. Can someone please tell the government of the Ministry of Education to approve the student loans? We need this assistance to achieve our goals and build a future for ourselves. Now, guys, the reason why I mentioned this thing right there was on the basis of what Donald Trump has indicated that he wants to do in his upcoming presidency, and he says he wants to do so on day one. Take a listen.
What I want to do and what I will do is, you graduate from a college, I think you should get automatically, as part of your diploma, a green card.
You heard that, guys? So this applies to everybody who graduates. The thing that, and I'll explain why.
To be able to stay in this country. And that includes junior colleges, too. Anybody graduates from a college, you go in there for 2 years or 4 years. If you graduate or you get a doctorate degree from a college, you should be able to stay in this country. And you know more stories than I do, but I know of stories where people graduated from a top college or from a college, and they desperately wanted to stay here. They had a plan for a company, a concept, and they can't. They go back to India, they go back to China. They do the same basic company in those places, and they become multi-billionaires employing thousands and thousands of people, and it could have been done here. And a bigger example is you need a pool of people to work for your companies. You have great companies, and they have to be smart people. Not everybody can be...
You hear that? He's saying it technically. They have to be smart people.
Less than smart. You need brilliant people. And we force the brilliant people, the people that graduate from college, the people that are #1 in their class from the best colleges. You have to be able to recruit these people and keep the people. It was such a big deal. Somebody graduates at the top of the class. They can't even make a deal with the company because they don't think they're going to be able to stay in the country.
Yep.
That is going to end on day one.
I actually know some people who are like this. They did absolutely well in school and unfortunately had to leave the country, had to go to another Caribbean island because they are fearful if they come to Dominica, they're not going to be getting jobs, and most likely they won't be getting jobs. But based on what is stated right there, makes sense. And the reason why this is being pushed, you know why? Because most of what the American people, American students are doing right now, you know what they're doing? They are going after subject matters that just is irrelevant. So this is irrelevant, like gender studies and this kind of, you know, the subjects subjects right there, or who want to go into doing hair and nail techs and all this kind of thing. So you notice a plethora of individuals are trying to head into that direction. Of course, they are fogging up this kind of career paths. Don't get me wrong, you need nail techs and you need these people. I don't know why people go into gender studies for. There are thousands of people going after gender. I don't get it. But anyways, and then these people are going towards these subject matters, freely choosing the subject matters. And then, you know, the careers, the bigger career paths are being left. There's not much people or qualified people that are doing these things, because when you come up and get government scholarships and this kind of things there, sometimes when people are working up here, they find it difficult for them to elevate, to go to advance. Whereas when you get government scholarships, you can come up there, and instead of being able to stay up here, you have to go back in your country after 2 years. Sometimes people apply for this lotto thing. Sometimes they get through. Then there's this job lotto things. Most times people don't get through these things, and it makes sense that people who are educated and have graduated and have paid debt, that's another problem right there, because you can graduate and then carry them hold your fees. This is one of the reasons why I tell you, hey, take your loan, go and study, make sure you go into something like STEM programs and this kind of things there, be the best in your class, and as a result of that, most likely he becomes president, and as a result of that, a lot of people in Dominica would benefit as a result of this. It's very unfortunate that, you know, a lot of people are scared to come back Dominica. Students are scared to come back Dominica. I know a number of persons who are in Dominica right now who have been in Dominica for quite some time and they still can't find a job. It's like, what's the point of going to study in the first place? And there is another thing. Actually, know a friend of her friend's friend who came to Dominica, and she got the job that she was doing in the United States as well, some lab thing. And she was able to do that in Dominica. When they found out the lady's salary, they take the lady and they file for her and bring her back states, you know. Because they checked the girl was very talented in what she was doing. Very talented. They filed for the girl, bring the girl, come back Dominica because she was not able to go through. So the business filed for the woman to come back. Right now she's working and doing her thing, and of course contributing back to Dominica, which she has to contribute to help her family in that regard. Making a big salary too. So what he's saying there makes sense. Since the American folks, majority of American folks want to go into subject matters that have no basis in elevating the country, they say, okay, well, fine. Instead of bringing all these illegal immigration in, let's utilize the individuals who are graduating school, who are better academically sound and can actually boost up and go into the right careers and qualifications where their own countries don't have, which makes sense right there. So kudos to Trump for that one right there. I don't think a number of persons know this because they're just ignorant, you know. Whereas, you know, the other side want to put $4.7 trillion of taxes on you, and then they find out she's not black anymore. She's actually Irish and Indian. And humans just freak me out, you know. Humans just freak me out. It seems like humans just constantly going after that of which is against them. The same thing I'm seeing in Dominica. The Prime Minister is against the people, but people in Dominica will still vote for Skerrit, irregardless of what you tell them. They will still vote for the man. And then you have people who are siding with the Democratic Party who have been constantly against black. Constantly. Obama tried something in the healthcare facility. Okay, great. That was going to flop until Trump them came in and stopped it from flopping, because it would have bellied up, and a lot of people would have suffered. And as a result of suffering, that whole thing would have blown up in things. It's interesting when you look at how the dilemma of how people operate, man. It's just very interesting. Anyways, guys, what are your thoughts, man? Leave your thoughts in the comment box below right there. Of course, definitely check out the previous one. I did that link with the first comment. That link will be in the first comment in the comment box below, guys. And of course, with all I say right there, like I indicated, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come through. So about Mystelics once again, guys. Be real, salute the king, be positive.